Welcome, beautiful goddesses. As we start our very first circle in 2024, I would like to invite you right now, wherever you are, to take that one beautiful, deep, full breath with me. And come into the here and now. Notice where you are, where's your body, and notice that you have soles of your feet. Let's consciously untangle our feet. Maybe they've gone crisscross or something, but let's just for a moment connect the soles of our feet to the ground below us. And let's imagine that from these soles of our feet, we have these roots going deep into the ground, taking us right into that beautiful grounding energy of the core of the earth. And then with your imagination, just imagine that with every breath, you're now inhaling this peaceful, grounding, calming energy. And with every exhale, we're releasing all and anything that no longer serves us. And then let's just imagine that in 3D, we would actually be in a circle, maybe around a beautiful fire or somewhere in nature. And the temperature would be just right. And we might feel that gentle breeze caressing our skin, telling us, it's all good. It's all good. I'm here. I'm in the now, and all is well. Say that to yourself. All is well. Nice. And now that we've grounded down, let's set our intention, shall we? So if you're in a good, safe place right now, go ahead and close your eyes and roll your eyes up as if you're looking through the crown of your head. Keep them rolled up there and then say silently inside of yourself, even if I don't know how, to co-create the most uplifting, healing, joyful, healthful, prosperous golden goddess circle now. All I do know is it is so now, and I am fulfilled. I delete, delete, delete all that could stop me, and I download, download, download everything I need to do so now with grace, ease, and joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, so it shall be, or something even better. And one more full breath. And then open your eyes, come back into the here and now. And let me tell you what topic I have chosen for today. As it's the 1st of January, in at least most parts of this world, it's the beginning of a new year. I know that some of you have set resolutions or maybe even written down some goals for this year. Some really zealous ones will have been working all last night, or at least for some part of the night, working by connecting to the quantum field and sending out crystal clear intentions. Anyone here? Did anyone spend time yesterday in meditation? A couple? Cool, cool. I did. And it was actually my very first New Year's Eve alone, totally on my own. And it was blissful. Oh my goodness. I realized I had never, ever in all these 50 years, ever spent New Year's Eve completely on my own. And I had a couple of invitations that I could have gone to, but I just had that real yearning to spend one New Year's Eve just how I wanted, to do everything exactly how I really consciously chose to do. Because yeah, I'm a woman too. I'm a mom, right? And I've got sort of different roles in life. And I'm sure you can all relate to that feeling of there always being an agenda. There always being people around us, or most of the time, who have their own needs and wishes and desires. And we then reflect back on that, right? And we take it into consideration. Anyone else here? Yes, yeah, right. So having this time for myself was real special. And I did many different things. I rearranged the downstairs of the Lichtwerk again because it was in the Christmas setting, and I put it back into the setting that I want now before the retreat starts. So I did some of that. I did some cleaning and tidying and sort of getting things into sort of a shape that I like it. And then I lit a fire. And I had a beautiful time by the fire. I even did a live stream on Instagram where I invited people who are my friends to also ponder on some questions that we could ask on New Year's Eve. And of course, when I do these things, I do them for myself. I mean, I have the best job, right? I get to do these things and let other people be part of that. So then I went down ahead and I wrote all the answers to those questions. So one of the questions was, what is your proudest accomplishment of the last year? So maybe take a pen and paper right now, because you could use this time and then we could actually manifest together if you're into that. What is your proudest accomplishment for 2023? What went really well? What can you really give yourself a high five for and say, damn, that was real good? So the top of my list is this Lichtwerk, that I was actually able to pull it off to find this oasis right where I wanted it in the Dr. Silvesterstraße. So interesting. And then Silvester in German is New Year's Eve. So I spent that in a road with the same name. Interesting. We might have to cut that bit out. Anyway, so I had all these thoughts and I wrote down this Lichtwerk is definitely one of my proudest accomplishments of this year. What is it for you? Maybe you'd like to share it in the chat. There's a Dutch program here going on. Oh, you've got coherence running. I like that. So if you're noticing a coherent energy, that means that your brain and your heart are really talking to each other and are in sync with each other. That might be because Sister Goddess Danielle is running the program's coherence on her Healy, so her wearable at home. And believe it or not, it's all frequency and we're in one vortex right now. So we're benefiting from that. Thank you. So after you've written down your proudest accomplishment for this past year, why don't you go ahead and write down what are the things that you're grateful for? What are the things that you're really grateful for in 2023, so this past year? What are the things that happened that really gave you that warm feeling in your heart and you thought, this is so nice? So one of the things I am incredibly grateful for is my family. I have an epic family. I love spending time with them. We're such a homogenous, very diverse, but beautifully harmonious group. We have epic conversations. I really noticed these last days. I spent a lot of time with my nieces and nephews, and we went skiing and we had sleepovers. And I really noticed this feeling of a tribe and this feeling of safety in my family, that I can really be who I am. And they've got my back, and we've all got each other's back without, being sort of helicopterish on each other. So that's something I'm incredibly grateful for. Then I'm very, very grateful for my friends. I mean, for our goddess circle here. I mean, look at us, sisters. We've been doing this now for over 18 months. We're coming up to 2 years. And we have not missed one single circle. Now, I don't know another circle like this that can say that. Just the consistency of it. So just let's give ourselves a high five for that persistence and that dedication and the commitment that we all are showing towards each other by being in the circles, or some of you watch the replays of just contributing and taking part in something. So I feel really, really grateful for that. And my friend network is so spectacular. And I noticed a shift, of course, in my perspective as well, but especially after the training that I did with Lynn McTaggart in England, where one of my intentions that I was working on was to feel surrounded by supportive, loyal, authentic, loving people who have integrity. That was just really, really near to my heart. And I noticed just what happened since, when was that? In June, right? From June until now. Amazing. So this intention work that we've been doing, I feel incredibly grateful for that, all the miracles we've been creating and will go on creating every single time we intend, because research shows us that this intentional work not only works this way in time, it works always in time. So it even influences things in the past. I know it's really hard to wrap your mind around, but it's true. So have you written down at least 5 things? Come on, girls. 5 things you're really grateful for in 2023. Yes? You might want to, keep it going, even if you're pondering. You've got 5 things. 5 things that you're grateful for in 2023. And then take a breath. Gratitude, just saying thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Thank you for my body. Thank you for my skin. Thank you for my hair. Thank you for the water that I drink. All that gets us into that frequency of abundance. So my next question to you is, what is your word for 2024? Allow it to bubble up from the depths of your heart, your unconscious mind, your higher mind. What's your word for 2024? And if there are a couple of words coming through, write them all down. And then circle the one that really gives you the warmest feeling, a sense of excitement, enthusiasm, expansion, something, ooh, yes, yes, yes. Anke is writing fülle, so abundance. Danielle's word is trust. My word, I pondered on it for 3 days. It wasn't coming up. My word last year was peace. And boy, was I challenged. But I did find it. That was what's interesting, right? I can say I definitely kept finding peace. And I have found peace at a level that I didn't know existed. But it took a while. So be careful what you wish for. So my word this year is prosperity. Prosperity. It's not, I was like success. No, prosperity. And prosperity to me means a healthy balance of abundance in all areas of my life. That's what it means for me. I haven't looked it up in the dictionary yet. That's my next step. I always do that. So I look up the meaning of the word and then I make it my own meaning. So I really tune into the vibration of that word, because this word that we're choosing right now is going to be like our compass for 2024. So whenever we're in a situation where we're maybe unsure of what to do, right, we are going to go back to this word and are going to say, okay, does choice A, B, C, D, whatever, bring me closer or bring me more of that frequency of that word? I remember many years back, I had a reading with an oracle psychic, and she was channeling for me. And then she said, okay, Joy, when you make choices, what do you base these choices on? And I was like, oh, joy. Does it bring me joy? And she said, okay, I want you from now onwards, to focus more on, will it bring me money? Because this was about business. And I was like, oh, really? That's right? So, these words influence us. And of course, we all have choice. Even if a psychic tells you whatever, especially then, you always have a choice to say, yeah, do I take that in? Is that part of what I want? Or do I reject that and choose something else? So remember, you always have free will. But it's interesting to also at the same time see what is someone who's completely neutral, hopefully, and doesn't know you and is from the outside. What are they getting? What are they sensing? So prosperity means to me that I am happy and healthy and well and blossoming. So to prosper, to thrive, that's the kind of energy. So you want to tune into your word and what that energy feels like. Really take 3 breaths now. Let's do that together. And just keep repeating that word in your mind and let it sink into every cell of your body. Just give it that frequency and say, okay, for me, prosperity, what does that feel like? Does it have a color? For me, it's a very fresh green. It's like springtime. It's a sort of sagey, touch of yellow in it. That's the color for my word that I am choosing now. So if you're now watching and you don't speak English, you can now choose the captioning in the translated language. Okay, so you can also Google in the meantime how to do that, because I'm seeing a Italian question in the chat, but it is possible to change that. And you can also then change it on YouTube. Okay, so tune into the word. What word, what color does that have? And what kind of energy, what feeling does it feel like in your body? So is it a sense of tingling, expansion? Is it something that's warm? What does it feel like? What does it feel like? And in which part of your body do you feel it? So with me, my chest feels all warm. I literally feel as if my lungs are getting this sort of infrared light, but it's green. So detect what it feels like in your body. And maybe take this word into the meditation that we're going to do. In the meditation that I'd like to guide you or us all through, it's going to be a short meditation. I'm using a lot of hypnotic suggestions. So actually, I don't always do this. I wrote this meditation out because I wanted to integrate a few techniques of hypnosis in this meditation just to try a different angle. So keep that word that you have in your mind and the feeling that it creates, right? That feeling down. So I'm seeing Danielle says it feels sort of exploring. That's also a very open feeling, isn't it? When we're exploring something. Maybe you'd like to share your feeling or your sensation in the chat. Okay, so we've got our word for 2024. Next, what skills or experiences do you want to explore in 2024? What skills or experiences do you want to explore in 2024? Maybe you'd like to try something new. So I have put on my list, I'd like to ride horses more. Just feels like a fun thing to do. I've always enjoyed riding, haven't done it for longer periods of time. Horses are on my bucket list for 2024. Last year's bucket list, for instance, one thing that was on there was dancing. And I feel really proud, and I'm going to brag that now just to uplift the energy, that I did a lot of dancing last year, and I'm going to continue that. Because you see, when we start doing something new, it can sometimes feel hard. So when people come and say, I really want to meditate, but I don't know how, and I just can't bring myself to do it. And I say, I get it. It takes real discipline and commitment at the beginning to get into doing something new, because you've got to do it a couple of times, right? 90 times at least, or 90 days, until it becomes just part of you and part of your identity. It's just something you automatically do. And that's when it becomes effortless. Because the habits, as we know, they just run because they're in the subconscious mind, and it's easeful for the brain. It just has to kind of press a button, right? Brush your teeth button, and you'll brush your teeth, usually exactly the way that you always brush your teeth. So you don't have to think about it anymore. And that's the way we want to get with new talents, new skills, and new experiences that we want to explore, that it no longer becomes something scary. So that it's something that we enjoy doing and learn to enjoy. So I have learned to enjoy to meditate. I didn't at the beginning. I'll be straight. I thought I was useless at it. My mind was all over the place. I got really frustrated. I couldn't get into a comfortable position because I had all these, beliefs of how one should meditate and which position. Yes, it's helpful to have a straight spine and neck. And yes, if you're prone to falling asleep, maybe lying down isn't always best. But if you're not meditating at all, I'd prefer you to meditate lying down and then fall asleep, because you're going to be doing a better job than not doing it at all. Do you know what I mean? So let's see what the chat says. I want to become a good Reiki teacher. So what could we do right now to become a good Reiki teacher? To practice Reiki every single day, wherever we are, and to invite others to join us. What little fear might come up there? Yeah, but what if nobody wants my work? Or what if they're not going to pay for it? And I said, then just do it for free. Just do 100 people for free. See what happens. That's how I always start. I always check in with myself with any new projects that I do, because I never know if it's going to work either. We all don't know, right? My thing is like with the Joyful Kids Yoga. I said, I want to teach Joyful Kids Yoga. I just want to do this. I'm going to put a hang up in this kindergarten. And the kindergarten owner told me, yeah, I don't think people in my kindergarten will want yoga. You might not get anybody. And I said, it doesn't matter. Worst case, I'll be doing yoga once a week in your kindergarten. Fine, I won't earn any money with it, but I'm going to have fun. It's going to be good for me. And when you make that kind of choice, nothing can stop you. Because it doesn't matter if anybody else is joining. It doesn't matter if they're going to pay you money or not. You're doing something that you know is good for you, that you know you love, and you're going to raise your frequencies. Does that make sense? So if Reiki teaching is on your list, then start teaching for free. Do a couple of sessions, show people who you are, and then you can always upsell and give them, lessons and teachings afterwards. You could create a Reiki healing circle and invite your neighbors in. And yes, you'll always have a sense of resistance doing something new because why? It's the subconscious mind. It's just some little shitty programming that is trying to keep you small. And I think one thing, let's see, one thing I would love to ask you is, are you ready in 2024, right now, in this year, to do things different and to overcome that little resistance? Because you know that little resistance is tiny wee compared to the power within you. Isn't that true? Isn't it true that when we really have to, we have incredible strengths? Think of situations when, I don't know, when parents rescue their children out of under burning cars or out of, I don't know, rivers, whatever, the things people are able to do when they really have to. So that power within us, always there. But we just need to keep remembering that it's there and use it. Because if you don't use it, you lose it. And then our levels of trust go down, don't they? Then we start doubting ourselves, and then we start getting smaller and smaller rather than expanding more and more. All making sense? So tell me, what explorations and skills are you intending to explore? What about Sister Goddess Nicole? What do you have for me there?
So I am going to do my Greek classes to improve my Greek language. Can you hear me?
Greek. Okay, yes. So you're going to learn Greek, yeah, a new language, very cool.
Yes, continue learning and make a great summer party.
That you're going to host a summer party?
Yes, celebration of life. And travel to different healing places that inspire me. That
3 things already.
Made a list of, yeah.
Those are beautiful heart's desires. How about you, Sister Goddess Lily? What are you coming up with?
It was interesting to hear you talk about doing things for free and then eventually the rest will come. For me, I've been doing so many things for free for so long. My challenge and what I really want to do is to create a YouTube channel, a marketing YouTube channel, and a sales page for my blog web page. I've got a personal blog and a dream job UN business page, but I'm not really clear enough in business in my idea and my concept. So my now, how did you formulate the question? My goal? What am I going to do? What
experiences or talents do you want to explore in 2024? So I'm seeing for you, one second, for you, the part of doing things for free, you've done that. Now it's about monetizing what you're already doing well, and you've already got people who are enjoying that. So it's that next step, and that's an important step to take. So my question for you that might be helpful is, who do you need to help you with that? Because we can often fall into that trap that we think we have to do that all ourselves. And I think that's kind of sort of the vibe that you sometimes give me, Lily, right? You're very hands-on, very organizing everything and helping everywhere, actually spreading yourself maybe a little too thin. Could that be?
Yeah, I mean, I signed up for a YouTube course. I mean, I've signed up for so many things. And so in terms of what do I need, I feel what I need to do is to make the clear decision, the commitment, and then invest the time to the extent of excluding all of the other energy suckers of my time.
Yes. So my suggestion would be, from those things that you've just mentioned, choose the one thing that you're going to start with. Choose one of those things, either the blog or the YouTube, but choose one thing. And then say, okay, for the next, say 10 days, you can see 10 days, right? That's not too long. For the next 10 days, I am going to spend X amount of time every single day on this project. And the minimum is 15 minutes, because it takes, like meditation, it takes a time to get into something. But if you were to invest 15 minutes every single day for the next 10 days, would you also think that you're a big step forward?
Definitely. The issue for me is clearly focused, because, as you said, I spread myself thin. I'm pulled in so many directions, and I need to make that clear commitment, that decision, and to say, I will focus on doing this and getting this done.
So how about now? Would you make that clear decision and commitment now? Because if you don't have to, I'm not pushing you, I'm just asking and offering. Because right now you have a bunch of sister goddesses witnessing you doing this. And I know your integrity and your authenticity as a person is, your subconscious will keep to that though, because you will not want to disappoint also everyone here by not doing it. So ponder on that. Or do you know?
I know. I mean, I signed up, as I was saying, for a 10-day YouTube course, but it was exactly at that time that I was in Cyprus from the 1st to the 10th of November, so it was impossible to do. Then there was a replay, and then, of course, other things came up. But
that's all in the past. That's all in the past. Right now.
But I want to go into the content is there. It's that content that I want to go through.
Okay.
I went through.
So Willie, you know me, right? I'm going to hold you until you make a choice. So are you right now committing to looking into that content every single day for 15
1 hour?
minutes?
Yeah.
For how long?
1 hour.
Damn, did you hear that, goddess? She went from 10 minutes to 1 hour. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so now for all of you, because I'm sure you've got something you're committing to, write it down. I commit to spending X amount of time on this project, on this experience, whatever it is that you've chosen, on this goal and this heart's desire, every day for the next 10 days. So today we have January 1. That will take you up to January 11.
Mm-hmm.
And January 11, you're going to find a buddy here, someone you know here, and you're going to send them a message. Hey, I stuck it through, and this is what's happened. Okay? So Sister Goddess Lily, you are welcome to send it to me. I will make a little
Thursday
in my agenda. Are you in for that?
Yes.
Cool. So January 11, you're going to check in with me, and you're going to report back what happened in those 10 days with you focusing on this project every single day.
Yes.
That's amazing.
That's good. Great. Thank you. Thank you.
You look really happy now. So how does that feel now that you've made that commitment? Be honest.
Good. Also, I feel happy and understood. That's an important aspect of it. I feel like I go through all this stuff day after day, month after month, year after year, and it just goes around in circles. And now it feels good. An accountability buddy is just so important.
It is. So this is also an invitation to all of you here. I mean, you're seeing each other more and more often in the weeks, right? And you can also message each other privately. If you see a sister goddess here, we say, I really like the look of that one. I'd like to be friends. I'd like to connect. Then go ahead and be courageous and connect during these circles. That's what we're here for, right? Connect with each other. And it takes us back into kindergarten times, doesn't it? Do you want to be my friend? But I've made that commitment for myself to do that more and more often. And if I get rejected, well, fine, turn around, there'll be another one. But it's a thrill, I'm telling you. I went for a woodland walk yesterday with one of my girlfriends, and it was so funny. The way into the forest, we met 4 people. And all these 4 people were incredibly grumpy. It was fascinating, right? You know, kind of the way they were walking already, it was like this, and then we were walking with our dogs, and we had 3 dogs, and they're all very well-behaved dogs, super friendly dogs, and they were off the leash because they're in the woods and they don't do anything. They stay with us, whatever. These people came from afar and they were like, "Why are your dogs on the leash? Why are these dogs on the leash?" Like 4 times. And every single time I looked at them and I said, "And a happy new year to you. So nice, yeah, right?" But I meant it. I was so happy. I was in the woods. It was so beautiful. So I was like, "Happy New Year." And I did it every single time we had one of these grumpies. And my friend walking with me says, "I don't know how you do it. They're so grumpy. What is wrong with people? They're so bad-tempered. I could never say something nice." And I said, "Well, I've made that decision a long time ago. The grumpy, if I can, not always, I can't always do it, but normally the grumpier someone is to me, the ruder they are to me, the more I up my friendliness and my smile, because I'm like, only unhappy people are mean. Think about it. Only unhappy people are mean. So these people that are being like dickwads, they're just unhappy, right? And it's got nothing to do with you. I don't know these people in the woods. They had just the same beautiful day that I did, but their perspective, their word that they were focusing on was obviously different than mine. And then we finished our walk and we walked out of the woods again and we met another 4 people. And all those 4 people were Happy New Year. Oh my God, are those dogs cute? And you know, the energy had shifted. So of course, because also our energy had shifted, it's all connected. And this circular wood walk, and when you come in January for the retreat, I'll walk it with you because it's so nice walking in the midst of these huge trees. It really helped me see this cycle of life, this cycle and connection that we really all are one. Right. And if someone's suffering in our vortex, it's our job to open our heart and channel even more love through us, not to them, through us. We stay in that vibe. So I really hope that this work on your word and getting a clarity on 2024 for at least what is it that you want has really helped for now. Yeah? We feeling good about that? Cool. Then I'm going to let you out of the spotlight again, unless you'd like to say something. Is there anything you'd like to add to this, Nicole or Lily?
My word was abundance and clarity, and everything you've said has just helped to gel into that
Nice.
frequency.
Thank you. Nicole, what's your word?
My word is, until now, connection, I think. Yeah. I had several ones, but that's the strongest, connection.
Nice.
That has so many different parts to it, right? The connection with myself, with my loved ones, with I had also this gratefulness very much for this new sisterhood that especially came up through the goddess circle, but especially also the retreat this year. And we have been all working so closely together. I mean, when I hear then now Yolanda saying something is not well with Robert, and it's like, wow, like really, we all should reach out more to each other. Like what you were just saying, it's like get together, and the connection is the key. And amongst us women, it's even more important, I think, than ever.
It's going to be a tool for thriving in these times, truly. So connection, let's specify type of connection. Because as I said, you know, the universe is just frequency. Well, what kind of connection? Any kind of connection? So
no, the heart,
if you had to add some words to the type of connection that you're seeking and you want to manifest, what words come up for you?
The heartfelt connections, right? Like especially the ones that are authentic, really wanting to to be there for the other in the best way. Like on the one side, myself for others, and also having this connection with others who are connecting to me and would love to contribute something meaningful to this world we are living in right now. And
So,
mm,
so authentic, heartfelt connections where giving and receiving are balanced.
yes, very well said. Mhm.
And that's how deep, I mean, you can go even deeper into this, right? But that's what I'd love to invite you to do with this exercise. So it's really valuable to you. So it does something also to your nervous system. So you're reprogramming your brain while you're doing this, is to really dive deep into the specificity of what you're choosing to manifest. Yeah? Cool. Okay. Now I'm going to let you out of the spotlight. Thank you for
Thank
contributing.
you. Thank you.
Okay. So if you're ready, I would now invite you to listen to my voice while I guide you through quite a short meditation. I mean, I think it's always guesswork, right? But it should be about 15 minutes. So you could get into a really comfortable position right now. Or do a run pee if you need to pee before you go and meditate. You could lie down. You're welcome to turn your cameras off. I'm not watching any of you. I'm just going to focus on reading this script I wrote to you. And I will also, I'm going to try out playing some music. If it doesn't sound good, please could one of my sister goddesses tell me, and then we'll just have to do it without sound. But I actually looked up some music that we should be allowed to play. So let's see what that does. And then tell me if the sound level is good. Let's see, should be starting. A bit louder maybe. 1 second. No, yeah, are you hearing anything? I'm not hearing anything. Lily, can you unmute yourself so I can hear someone, please?
No, we don't hear any music.
Okay, no, let's try this one.
Nothing there. No. No.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah. Here.
Is the level good?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's give that a go. Okay. So, my loves, as you settle into a comfortable position, allow your body to relax. Allow the sound of my voice to take you into that perfect state of relaxation that allows you to tune into that power within you, that love, that potential. So just relax and allow your eyes to gently close. Know that you are safe and protected. And this guided meditation incorporates hypnotic suggestions to enhance the connection with your power within, to serve your highest good, to release sabotage and download resources for a heart-centered life guided by your intuition. So begin by taking a full breath in and hold your breath. Exhale and release as you relax even deeper now. With your next full breath, inhale positivity and exhale any remaining tension. Let it go. With each breath, you enter a state of deep relaxation, ready, willing, and able to connect with your true, authentic power within. As you focus on your breath, inhaling positivity and exhaling any tension, any stress, any emotions, let them go. Imagine a warm, flowing light at the core of your being. Breathe into the core of your being. Feel this light expanding with each breath, radiating a soothing, healing energy throughout your entire body. That's right. Take full breaths of light. This light connects you to a limitless source of power, where strength and wisdom and peace reside. With every heartbeat, you enter a profound state of relaxation and connection. Connection with your highest good, your heart, your intuition. That's right. Allow the power within you to unfold effortlessly, gracefully, with each precious breath, expanding this light into all cells of your body and the space between your cells. Your mind is a clear channel, ready to receive the hypnotic suggestions that are right for you, for your most positive transformation, the effortless manifestation of your heart's desire now. Relax even deeper now. The deeper you relax, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you relax. Every time you relax, you heal and connect to your highest good. Now visualize any self-limiting beliefs, any stories of the past, any pain. Visualize them as clouds drifting away, drifting, drifting. With each breath, these clouds dissipate, they dissolve, leaving behind a sky of limitless possibility. Can you notice that sky of freedom and unlimited possibilities? Your subconscious mind is open and receptive, releasing, letting go of any thoughts that no longer serve you. Take 3 conscious breaths, release, let go. Let go. That's right. Safe. Feel that gentle wave of liberation as you let go of sabotage, let go of pain, let go of the struggle, paving the way for a mindset aligned with your true potential, that power, that light within. Your subconscious mind and all parts of your mind are now primed for positive suggestions that will guide you towards your successful, prosperous, healthy, and beautiful heart-centered life. Now, recall your word. Now, feel the vibrations of this word emanating into all parts of your cells, right down to the level of your DNA. As you focus on your DNA and enter an even deeper state of relaxation, imagine a golden stream of light flowing into your heart, into your DNA, into all parts of you. This light carries with it all the resources, all the guidance, all the love that you need for this beautiful heart-centered life, guided by your intuition. Recall your word. Now, allow the vibrations of this word to travel through all parts of you. Anchor this word in the depths of your subconscious mind, so that every time you see or hear or feel or know this word, you feel a positive flow of energy going through your body. Now, with each breath, feel the golden light infusing your heart, empowering it with courage, with compassion, with integrity, and a profound connection to your intuitive wisdom. Feel that clarity inside of you, that strength. Your subconscious mind effortlessly absorbs these suggestions that are right for you, creating a foundation for positive transformation now. Very well. As we conclude this hypnotic journey, bring your awareness back to your breath. You are now in a state of heightened receptivity and positive suggestion. With each breath, affirm your readiness to embrace a heart-centered life, guided by your values and your intuition. Take 3 full breaths, enjoying this frequency, this energy moving through you and all around you. Now think of a person or a cause that you would like to send this loving energy to now. In front of your mind's eye, imagine them standing in front of you. And now allow your next breath to expand that loving energy out to them until you could imagine that golden light flowing all around you. Very well. Inside of yourself, say thank you, thank you, thank you to yourself, to life, to love, to all that matters to you. Thank you. And as you gently, in your own time, return back into the here and now, gently open your eyes and carry this sense of empowerment with you into your waking state. Trust in the transformative power of your subconscious mind as you gracefully navigate the world around you. You are ready to live authentically, guided by the wisdom of your heart allow yourself to feel and express the gratitude for this experience to yourself. And tune into all the positive changes it will bring. When you're ready, come back into the here and now completely. Let me know that you're here. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Maybe stretch out and give your body a yes, yes, yes. This is happening. Cool. How is everyone? How was that for you? Let's get me out of the spotlight so I can see you all again. How is everyone? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Everyone happy? I'm seeing lots of thumbs up. Good, 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 good. Wahoo, great, Aurelie is saying. So give me more than wahoo, great. Tell me, how do you feel? What's changed? Nicole and Lily, I'm going to ask you first. And maybe Yolanda, you'd also be able to notice some change maybe. So unmute your mics, let me know.
I was very, very far away.
Yeah?
Yes, and deeply relaxed. I am really great. Thank you so much.
So glad. I'm so glad. So those hypnotic suggestions worked well for you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool. I always like trying new things.
I love to do the repetition then again.
Yeah, of course, we're going to send it out. Yes. It'll be a good one maybe to listen to, maybe just before falling asleep. Hello, Diana. We were just doing a fun meditation where I actually scripted it out. We used some hypnotic suggestions to be able to connect to our power within and the word that we've chosen for 2024. Lily, how was that for you?
I find myself always thinking and intellectually, and I was wondering what hypnotic suggestions, what's hypnotic about this, what so I was questioning everything and wondering what are the hypnotic suggestions. But basically I really enjoyed the deep breathing and the relaxation, and I was listening to the words, and then at one stage I realized I was just not consciously listening, just absorbing what was coming and just going with the flow. It was relaxing.
Anka's saying, I didn't understand everything. Will you do it again tomorrow in German? I think I might well do, yes. And your subconscious mind understood for sure. So just know that the subconscious mind is able to understand, even if we were to play this audio backwards and twice the speed. So never underestimate how much, as Lily was saying, you absorb. And the more often you listen to it, the deeper it'll go. So you're literally programming your mind to be okay with being completely one with that power within. And what are hypnotic suggestions? Well, you might notice in the languaging, it's pretty dominant. I'm saying things like, as you focus on your breath, I'm giving you commands. So that's a hypnotic suggestion. As you enter a deep state of relaxation, you notice this. I'm not asking you questions. I'm just telling you what to do. And that's the cool thing about hypnosis and also the shadow side of it. If you don't understand hypnosis, because you then don't often understand that we're often hypnotized by people who are not hypnotists, right? By them being just very clear in their languaging and using language that is hypnotic. So those hypnotic suggestions were all safe. I mean, you can go back in and you'll hear every single word. I always put in there, it's for your highest good, and you enter the state that's right for you. So I'm very careful with that. And it's definitely safe enough for you to listen anytime you're not driving a car or operating machinery. Okay, so don't do that. You only listen to it when you're in a safe place, because the more often you listen to it, the deeper you will go. And then sometimes you'll notice, oh, damn, like Nicole was saying, I was gone. And that's great, because that means the suggestions were able to get into your subconscious mind, and that's where we want them. Okay, we've got 5 minutes to go. I would love to devote this intention sending to Sister Goddess Yolanda's husband, Robert, who has been having health challenges. We had some great experiences with him from the last years where he did all kinds of healing work and healed himself of brain tumors and all kinds of things, but he had an epileptic fit, I understood, right? So now the problem is getting enough oxygen, being able to breathe. Is that correct, Yolanda?
Yeah, well, he's okay now, but when he got this epileptic attack, he couldn't speak. He was he messed up everything. He didn't know my name. He was, and this was for about half an hour. And after that, he was really exhausted, and he still is exhausted. And I think we know why he got it, because it did too many things. We were driving to the south of France, but it was a lot of queue.
So a lot of traffic,
A lot of queues.
too much
So we were driving for
maybe.
12 hours. Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 3 minutes to go. So let's go right into what is our intention. What the sentence we're going to intend. Our intention for Robert is to, Yolanda, Nicole, you've been doing intentional work now every week anyway. So what are you suggesting, Yolanda? What would sit right with you?
To be to recover quickly, get into his strength and trust again.
To make a full recovery.
The trust is very important. That
Trust is very important because this happened 1 year ago. Yeah, the faith.
Yeah, keeps the faith.
Yeah, that's really important.
Seeing it also as part, it's something, realization also. It feels like that, maybe using that.
Okay, our intention is for Robert to make a full recovery. Do you want to say that? Yes, we want a recovery and we want him to have faith, but what's the outcome that we want? The outcome is a completely healthy brain, right? We need to go bigger, otherwise for Robert
to connect to his memory, to connect to his memory, or the
it's make it about the brain, not the single parts. To have a fully functional, healthy brain, to have, maybe that. Brain and body.
Yeah.
Yes. Our intention is for Robert to have a fully functioning, healthy brain and body, and to have full faith in his healing. How about that? Do we like that?
Immediately, completely.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's already 8 o'clock, but we have these. Let's do 3 minutes of focused intention. I will repeat it, okay? So we're going to begin by taking 3 breaths together as we imagine holding hands, dropping into the space of our hearts. And from our hearts, we're sending this following intention. Our intention is for Robert to have a fully functioning and healthy brain and body, and full faith in his healing immediately, completely, and permanently, and to be happy and healthy and well in every way. Our intention is for Robert to immediately, permanently, and completely have a fully functioning and healthy brain and body, and full faith in his healing, and to be happy and healthy and well in every way. Our intention for Robert is that he's completely, immediately, and permanently has a fully functioning, healthy brain and body, full faith in his healing, and is happy and healthy in every way. Our intention is for Robert to immediately, completely, and permanently have a fully functioning, healthy brain and body, full faith in his healing, and to be happy, healthy, and well in every way. And with your next breath, come back into the here and now, feeling gratitude for yourself for our time together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love to Robert. Yolanda, keep us posted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to seeing you next
Thank
week.
you.
And some of you for our retreat end of January. I believe we're now sold out, but you can definitely be waitlisted or let us know if you would like to join in case someone does drop out last minute. We will keep you posted. So January 26th to 28th. Some of you are going to be cold plunging with me, intending every single day, breathing, breathing, breathing. It's going to be super epic. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you.
I got the wrong time again, and I've put it very firmly on my calendar for next week.
Wonderful. I wish you a prosperous, healthy, amazing 2024 with lots of love and timeliness and clarity and abundance and all the things that give you joy. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.